This is my weekly market recap of how I ended up on a 8.2 RR gain on the week. Only had one setup. I did have setup on other days right throughout the week, but I only proceeded to take one, right? And other setups, which we'll talk about, which I'm gonna tell you guys why I didn't take the setups, what was the reasoning to it, did they break my rule, yes or no, and we'll talk about everything, right? Let's get straight into it. We're gonna do a top-down analysis from starting from Monday all the way till Friday, right? Monday, our high temperature on liquidity was daily CRT to the upside, daily IRL to ERL. Simple as that, right? On the 4 hour time frame, we had a 4 hour ER continuation. I'm bullish. I want the London session to make the low of the day, not the high of the day. So I was looking for a near continuation. Because we had a 4 hour range, range high, range low. How is our range? Simply because this low is this daily CRT low, this high is the daily CRT high. And I've told you guys about this multiple times before. Ranges are subjective. How do you know that this is a range? Basically, look at the high of this, and the high must be a bullish bearish candle, not a just a random candle. Look at the high. Okay, this high, a weekly CRT high or daily CRT high. Yes, this is a daily CRT high. Okay, that is low. Is this low a daily CRT low or not? Okay, the daily CRT low. This is gonna be a range low, range high for a 4 hour range dynamic, right? Build up a narrative. And why do we not care about these other ranges? Because we are in a CRT already. We are already in a range. We had a daily range, super to low, super to high, stable low, discount, premium. We tapped the discount area, so we want to go daily range high, which is right over here. Right. Now we want to. The drawn liquidity becomes a daily range high, right? And that was the higher time frame bias here. We had a bullish order flow. That was our negative. That's higher time frame drawn liquidity as well. Now let's go to the hourly time frame. In the hourly time frame, we had an hourly IRL to ERL, right? And we had an hourly CRT as well. Was it a 5 minute for the execution? I was looking for in this execution, right? I was looking for a 1 minute entry, which we never had it. But throughout the whole week, I was looking for the 1 minute entry we never had, right? So we had a legit low here, measured out the low, one more confirmation, entry, stop loss, take profit one, take profit two, take profit three. Why was my entry here and not the 1 minute time frame? Because I wanted the CRT that souped out of the low. I was looking for that low to get souped, which it never did. So I was like, okay, I'm done. Just gonna look for a 5 minute, right? I'm not gonna force a 1 minute entry without my setup being there, right? And that's our setup for Monday, which was at 8.2 RR. I did take this trade on a 5K account. I did not take it on my 50K account, right? If I were to take it on a 50K account, I was going to pass the funded account. I was gonna get funded, but I couldn't, right? Why? Simply because of the market migration. My accounts was getting migrated from a platform to a different platform. I was like, okay, and take it, but they offered me a 5K challenge. So I'm gonna take the 5K challenge and pass that phase one. And I'm actually this trade it says 8.2 RR, which I only made a 5.61 because of a partialing, right? Partials makes you make less, but profit is profit. I'd rather lock in profits than not lock in profits, right? So that was, why we didn't pass the funded account. We just, saying pass a different account, right? We just passed the phase one of the other account, which we only need a 6% gain as a phase one, which on this trade I made a 5.61, which I need 0.40% chance, 0.40% gain to pass the phase one, which that I could take any trade to pass it. But yeah, this says 8 RR, but I only made 5.61 because of the partialing, right? As well as you can see, we had a OT here. So London session could have taken an OT to the upside. You can see there's a low, there's a high. 62% more got tapped, so you could have taken an OT out of that to the long opportunity, right? Once again, the draw on liquidity. And that was on Tuesday. That was only for a London session, right? As you guys know, we do not trade the day before high impact news, which is the OFOMC press conference, right? As you guys know, the only time we do not trade the day before a major news is OFOMC press conference, and Wednesday had OFOMC, so we did not take a trade here, right? Tuesday just disregarded it. We just held our trade to our drawn liquidity, which got met, and as well as um, who were to stick. If we were to take a trade here, we would have had a loss because we're along this CRT to the upside. We're going to face a big major loss here. This is why we avoid the day before FOMC press conference because there's gamble left and right, right? So Wednesday is the FOMC day. Wednesday was pretty nice, right? We had a shorting opportunity. Our drawn liquidity changed from upside to the downside because market constantly changes, right? So because the drawn liquidity already got met, right, which was the daily ERL, right? Now we're from the higher time frame. We're going from a higher time frame classic expansion profile one Tuesday high of the week to the downside. We as well had a daily CRT to the downside. We had our modern one confirmation for the daily CRT. We had a daily ERL to IRL. Why not just daily ERL to this IRL? Because this IRL is out of the CRT. So we disregard this IRL as a IRL. We count it as an IRL over here, right? So a daily ERL to IRL, daily C to the downside, classic profile one to the downside. And now let's go to the lower time frame for the negative and for the the entry we had, which was that entry broke our rule, so I didn't even take it, right? We're still gonna talk about it, right? I'm not gonna talk about it, right? Because now my setup, but I will show you guys why I didn't take it, right? So we had no daily ranges, but we did have ranges here, right? This was our range high, this was our range low. How come this is our range high and it's how come this is range low? Simply because this high is a weekly COT high, this low is a weekly COT low, right? And what else we had here? We had a near continuation. If I'm bearish, I would want the extension or literature to make the high of the day, not the low of the day. In this case, the extension made the high of the day, right? Not the low of the day. On this time, we during the entry time, we did not have a bearish order flow, but we did have a bearish order flow afterward, right? Right when the 5 a.m. candle closed. Eventually, the board flow was bearish, right? You can see market eventually broke the lows, as well as what else we had here. The order flow, how come the order flow changed? Simply because there's a last low attack the hot 7 key level. Are we saying, well, this is the last low attack the weekly ERL, right? This candle went above this other candle, right? So this is our order flow had changed from bullish to bearish, right? So we had an hourly IRL to ERL. We had an hourly key level. We as well had a 4-hour key level, which is 4-hour order block, which is the 4-hour model one for the weekly CRT, right? You can see how it makes sense here, right? And that was our narrative. And what else we had here? This is our goal for our drawn liquidity for the day. Why was it all the way down here? Because daily CRT, right? We had a daily CRT, and my drawn liquidity was first daily CRT low, no, 4-hourly CRT low. Then it was the daily CRT low after that, right? What's our hourly time frame? This right here is our CRT. Why do we not care about this? Why do we not care about this? Because we don't have to care about it because inside bar and be traded as a CRT because every candle is a CRT, right? So this candle could be used as a CRT. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame for the execution, which we never had, right? We did have an execution, but it's not my type of model one, right? Why did we not take this trade? Simply because this high did not have a legit high, it just had a bullish candle. So I was looking for this high to get encouraged once again. Looking for another different, legit high getting encouraged because this high did not have any bearish. They did not have any. I'm saying legit high getting created. So I was looking for this high to get purged and make another legit high and get that high get purged and go back down. Which market never did that. He just came back down. Give us a model number one. This is the candle. With this right over here is our model number one. Goes below it. Tapped it. And market went down after that, right? Hitting our drawn liquid one. And target hitting our drawn liquid one. Drawn liquid number two, right? For the day. And I was going to go down all the way here as our last, drawn liquid for the day. But that would have not worked out. There was a reason why the market reversed out of here. Actually, that have no reason because, probability is right because market came back right down, stop things at break even. But guess what? This was not our entry. This broke our rule, so I did not take it. Right? That's for Thursday. Not for Wednesday. I mean, for Thursday we had another bearish bias. Right? Thursday and Friday both days we had a bearish bias. Right? So we had the same. I'm saying same narrative here. We had a weekly CRT to the downside, classic performance to the downside. We just did not have a daily CRT, but we had enough to the downside here, right? We had a daily ERL to this IRL, as well as we had a range as well, right? So there's a range high, range low. We're gonna go to our range low right down here, right? And what else do we had here? That was it. That was enough for us to take a short to the downside. And all the the only new thing we had was a bearish order flow, right? And you can see right over here, we were looking for a near continuation. If I'm bearish, I would want the extension or lunch to make the high day, not the low day. In this case, it should make the high day, so I'm looking for a near continuation here, right? You can see a continuation candle, and I wait until 7 a.m. to take that trade. I got purged right over there by the 8 a.m. candle. You see, we did not have a legit high here, right? We did not have a legit high. Market purged it out. Boom. Market made another legit high right over here because this is the candle purged it out. And we would want to, legit high to get created there. High gets purged. Boom. Eventually, I'm looking for a number one. I was looking for literally this candle to close bullish because this is the candle dug above this other high, right? But this guy, because this high didn't have a legit high here, right? But you can see right over here, market close above it. This is an unusual form of the Marlboro one. It's still valid. Why? Because this candle close above it, right? Close above this candle, dug below this low. So when this high gets created, right? This bullish candle still helped it, press out this high right over here. Eventually, we had a Marlboro one confirmation, which was all the way down. I mean, it was all the way down here. That's where our Marlboro one. Market never tapped our entry, and our drone got met, which was right over here. Why was our drone located right over here for the day and not down here? We had a big range during the Pacific time of where we're trading. Market did a big negative 70%, negative 0.70% to the downside. I was like, okay, that's a big ass range to the downside. Market needs to close in a fair price. So all we did was go for this as a find liquidity, right? This is why you guys got to use your brain a little bit, right? When it comes to this, you got to see, okay, is the range big? Is this take profit? Is this strong liquidity here realistic or not, right? If you were to go down here, right, there was no setup to this, right? If you were to go down here, would have gotten this, would have, if you would have made profit, but not that much, right? Because partially, first of all, second of all, market came back down, took all the rest of the partials, right? So I'd break even. So that's why that's actually the lesson that you could have, right? So now on the lesson of that day, right, was, by the way, we're going to talk about every lesson we had, right? We're going to talk about all the lessons we had throughout the week and the improvement that we can have. And yeah, we could take off from this week on forward to the next week and forever, right? For the rest of our career. And what else we had here? That was for Wednesday. So I mean that's for Thursday. I mean for Thursday, our um how do I say it in English? Our lesson was simply to go for a realistic goal. What was a realistic goal? It's low. Why? Because market at a big range, so market is going to close. Market is close at a fair price. So right when market goes down here, he will definitely go down here because of the situation, right? And eventually, this is all you're going for the day. Why? Because market did a big range, so market is close at a fair price. Market made it low and closed all the way back up, closing above our entry price, which will have had us stopped out. Which that entry we didn't have a take it, right? So we did not take the Wednesday trade, we did not take the Thursday trade because they broke our rule and never tapped our entry. Same thing to Friday. Friday we had a setup again. This time, this setup did not break any rule. It had everything was fine. It just that the market never tapped our entry. Market did tap our entry, but it offered a 2RR. So looking for a threshold entry, which the market never tapped and went down. But before we do that, let's go to do our narrative to the downside. Why are we looking for a downside? We still had the same, same overall, I'm saying, narrative, same overall drawing liquidity to the downside, right? We're looking for a Friday continuation at this point, right? Most of you guys would have looked for a Friday retracement, but now in this case, because the drawing liquidity has not been met, if Friday did not meet the drawing liquidity, it will still go to the drawing liquidity, right? If Thursday or Friday did not meet the drawing liquidity, Friday's going to continue to the drawing liquidity, right? In this case, Friday did continue to the drawing liquidity, right? So looking for a push down here. And what was our goal down here? Because it's Friday, so Friday and Thursday, we want to go for a realistic profit. First of all, it was near. Second of all, market didn't do a big range, so we could have definitely seen this getting tapped here, right? And what else we had here? We had a bearish order flow. We had a range high, range low. Our range high got first going down, range low. That's all we had, right? We had our key level, which was in a New York. It was the Asian high where our key level. We're looking for a New York reversal profile one accumulation. I have a mid position and 9 expansion. You can see 9 expansion to the downside. Classic accumulation mid position expansion. Classic CRT, right? and that's what we had. And now let's go to the lower time frame for the execution. I was first looking for a near continuation, right? For the near continuation, I never had a setup. Market push of the high. I'm pretty sure there was no legit high on this candle. Neither on this candle. There was no legit highs on either of the candles there, right? There was no legit high on this candle or this candle. So market was constantly just breaking up. You can see the model one they gave us right over here was a body. We don't take bodies unless it's a full candle closure or is a consecutive candle closure. Then eventually we could take a body, but in this case it was just one candle, so we could not take the body. And so we did have in this case, people are wondering, well, in this time you could have had a 1 minute entry where the trade could have stopped out. Why did I not take that trade? Because the 5 minute gave us a body and the full candle closure, and for the 1 minute entry, right? Market needs to close below this low. They need to close below the 7:10 a.m. candle low for that confirmation of that, you know what I'm saying, of that candle, of the CRT, right? Whatever that is called, right? Of that fucking unicorn model. Oh my goodness, right? So eventually that got purged, so our bots got invalidated. Eventually I was looking for a near reversal, right? So right when this high got purged, market had a big impulse to the upside. I was like, okay, this high likely wants to do a New York reversal, right? So market pushed out the high, right? There was a legit high on this candle, pushed out the high, gave us more confirmation, which was, a body in this case. Why the body, not the full candle? In this case, was a body because he closed below the body, gave the body an entry. It tapped the body, keep in mind, it tapped the body, right? But we're looking for a threshold because the candle is too big. But if this setup from the body to this right over here offers a 2 hour, I would have taken it. In this case, now for the 2 hours right to this low, right? Because this is my initial take profit. Because I need a fixed 2 RR to my first initial take profit where I'm guaranteed to make 2 RR, right? Because you guys know we can only go for a 2 RR and above, right? So we need that initial take profit to give us a 2 RR and above, right? In this case, it did not, so I didn't take it. It offers a 1.4 RR, right? So I didn't take it. So I was looking for a threshold entry, and entry was there. The body, right, from this body to this body, because the candle was kind of big. Take that from an entry threshold. Stop was there. Take profit one, take profit two, right? And a lot of people are during this time were confused. They were like, okay, it can be a Friday retracement. Friday is highlighted to retrace because what I'm saying, give it a big push to the upside. If you're selling, you would want this to happen. You would want the market to go up higher and go lower, right? Because you're selling high, you're buying low, right? If you're bullish, you want the market to go down more and buy low, sell high, right? When that happened, and this right here did not phase me because I was like, okay, we're you made a big ass week first of all, and it's Friday's Metronic has not been met, so Friday can be another continuation to the downside, right? So this did not phase me. This push up to the down phase me, so we had a key level as well. Stop loss there, right? Entry there, take profit here, which we never had that. We never tapped that entry point. It's cool, right? But yeah, Friday, except Friday other than Monday, our only setup that we had throughout the week was Friday, right? Friday was the only setup. It was the only setup that we had throughout the whole week. So we had a setup on Monday and Friday. So why? Why not Thursday? Why not Thursday and Wednesday? But those trades broke our rule, and Friday and Monday was the only days where our, you know, what I'm saying, our rules were not getting broken. But Friday never offered an entry, but Monday did, right? So now let's go over the lesson. There was a lot of lessons we could learn from this week. We ended up on an 8.2 RR gain. This week I did not pass my challenge account. I could have definitely passed it and got funded with 50K fundings, but it did not happen because my account got migrated. But with me when this happened, I'm not gonna I'm saying be concerned by it. Like, yeah, fuck, I'm not gonna get funded again, right? It's it's cool. It is what it is, right? And yeah, then from now on, right, as I said before, I will be risking, and I am risking 2% per trade on trades, right, to pass the chance quicker, right? But people are probably saying, well, that's more risky, right? You could lose 2% in trade. What if you lose like 3 trades in a row? Okay, that's negative 6 RR. Okay, let's just say my minimum my trades are usually always above 2 RR, right? Let's just say I make a 2 RR gain, right? That's 4 RR gain right over there. So I just made all my losses back. I'm already down 2%. Let's just say I lose another negative 2 RR. Eventually, guess what? Let's say I get another trade that's a winner. That trade goes for a positive 3 RR. This is just a 3 RR. This is an 8 RR, by the way. It's 3 RR. That's a lot of gain right there. That's a lot of, gains on the table. That is a, what, 3 RR, that's 6 RR gain. So I just made all my losses back plus 4% gain. Which is I'm making on the trade plus 2 RR gain. I'm risking 2%, 4 RR gain right over there, right? So I'm basically back on the challenge. So, and it's necessary for you to do this, right? Why is it necessary for you to risk 2% per trade? Why? Simply because it's you're in a challenge account, right? You want to get funded quick, right? Now you don't want to get funded quick. If you try to get it quick, you're gonna skew it up. It's not about getting funded quick. It's about not staying in that challenge phase for a long time. You don't want to stay in a challenge phase for like a month, 2 month, 3 month, right? You want to get it quick. Eventually, on the live account, you want to stay in there for a month, 2 month, 3 months, 6 month, 8 month, a year, 2 year, right? A challenge account, no, right? You want to pass it, get funded, right? And yeah, keep in mind, when I'm risking 2%, always accept the risk. I accept the risk of losing the account, accept the risk of blowing the account, right? It's nothing that's gonna affect my emotions, right? And the other lesson is that you must trust the process and you can't rush greatness, right? And other lesson is multiple lesson is, saying focus quality over quantity because I gotta token trades every single fucking day, right? Guess what? I did not. I only took one trade throughout the whole week, which gave me the most RR, right? 8.2 RR, right? Quality over quantity. Let's just say I take these trades, I broke my rule, I make money this time. Guess what's gonna happen next time? Like you gotta keep in mind, even when I break my rules, I could still be up, right? I could still be up in the long term. Your mind is not gonna be up. Your mind gonna be like, fuck, Doc, I just took a loss, took a loss, took a loss, took a loss, right? Your mind's gonna constantly be like, it's not about the money, right? Money is not the problem here. What's the problem? The psychology part. Because your mind can't comprehend too many losses. And eventually it's gonna be in a roller coaster of emotions. You're gonna close a trade too early. You're not gonna trust your setup. You're gonna do this. All those emotional problems you're gonna have because you want to focus on quantity over quality. But even the quantity can give you, profit over the long term. But guess what? Mind won't, right? Your mind will fuck up. You will shut down, right? Another lesson is don't expect Friday to be always be a retracement. The journal has not been met. Expect Friday to continue as well. And as well as if you're looking for a shorting entry like in Friday, you would want the market to go up here. When the market goes up here, it should not phase. You should not tell you like, yeah, it's gonna be a near Friday. It's gonna be Friday retracement. We want to push the upside. No, but when you were selling, right, you want to sell high, buy low, right? When you were buying, you want to buy low, but sell high, right? And other than that is now force trades, right? I tried to get an OTE entry on this day. I would have profited out of it, but guess what? Long term, is it going to be like that? No, that was not my setup. So I must be disciplined, right? Because the only reason I had that problem was because on Monday I was like, yeah, fuck, man. I didn't take that trade on my 50K account. Could have wasn't funded, right? I did not, I did have a little concert problem, but as you guys know, as the way I act, I do not let a missing trade or a opportunity that I missed that could have got me funded concern me, right? A win trade doesn't concern me. A win trade doesn't excite me. A win loss trade doesn't phase me. A miss trade doesn't concern me. When I win, I feel nothing. When I lose, I feel nothing. When I'm right, I feel nothing. When I'm wrong, I feel nothing. It's nothing personal, it's strictly business, right? And that was the lesson of the week. We did not have anything else. Everything we had 100% bias accuracy of the week, and yeah, and you can see probably one thing. Well, like we know why did NFP? Well, I mean, why did the FOMC press conference went up? Right? There's two ways of news coming out. One news could come out as a manipulation. Other news could come out as a straight to the drawn liquidity. Right? Manipulation could stop you out, while a push to the downside will not. Right? So a manipulation will stop you out, while the the you know other outcome is just pushing to the drawn liquidity. In this case, it did a manipulation first, then pushed down to the drawn liquidity, right? Which gave us a lot of good volume, good price action here. Very nice week. 8.2 RR. We did not manage to pass our funded account. If the Monday, as I said, I'm saying constantly repeating this just to let you guys know, right? People were talking, it's like, yo, Taki, you had an 8.2 RR. How did you not pass the funded account? Because my account got migrated, right? So yeah, I can't do anything about it. Thank you for watching. Join Discord. Link is down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It is a lesson of the week, and it's how I end up on an 8.2 RR gain. As you guys know, psychology is everything. and it's everything in every business, industry, bossing, trading, business, any business, right? It's all about psychology, right? Because you could have the best product, right? Let's just say in drop shipping. But if your mindset is not the right, you're gonna quit. If you don't see results happening quick, you're gonna quit, right? You gotta focus on long term, not short term, right? So this is that. Thank you for watching, right? And as you guys know, do not let anything concern you. Do not let your future concern you. Don't think too far ahead. Be present always. Don't think back. Don't think in the past. Think in the present moment. Thank you for watching. See you guys later. Peace out.